Hi, and welcome to RCSP Florida. I took a trip back to the Rookery for the first time since the middle of June, just to see what was going on. I was surprised to see there was still quite a bit of activity. There were still lots of little blue herons with babies, but we'll get back to that in a moment. When I got out of the car, I heard this awful screaming going on, and it took me a moment to figure out where it was coming from. It was a juvenile wood stork screaming his head off about something, and his mother was just ignoring him. I suspect he was a late arrival since he was still at the Rookery this late in the season, and maybe his mother was trying to wean him off of her supplying all of the food and get him to go out and get his own food, which a lot of the other juveniles were doing. Apparently, he was having no part of it and wanted Mom to feed him. Listen to this guy. His mom picks up this stick, and her baby picks up the same stick, but drops it just like Mom did, saying, "This isn't food." All the time, he never stopped screaming. He did this for about the first 15 minutes I was there. I felt bad for the little guy, but there was nothing I could do. He obviously was not a happy camper. The little blue herons were still there, with lots of late arrivals that were just now beginning to fly. I thought Mom had it bad when she came back to the nest to feed them before they could fly. Now they fly after her, begging her for food the whole time. I saw this mom relentlessly being chased by her 3 juvenile offspring. Every time she would land, they would mom her, and she would have to take off again to keep from getting hurt. She was finally able to separate them and feed them one at a time. She wore me out just watching her. I saw another little blue heron being fed by his mom. He attacked her the second she landed close by. She fed the little devil and then flew over to the bank of the pond, ruffled her feathers as if to say, "I'll be glad when this is over and I get some peace and quiet." Meanwhile, her baby sat on a branch in the Rookery, looking at Mom across the pond, saying, "Love you, Mom. Can I have some more food?" Just as a note, when little blue herons are born, they are white and not blue. They don't turn blue until they become adults. And so goes the battle in the Rookery in July. I didn't see any snowy egrets this time, and only a couple of anhinga. I think the anhinga that were there were just looking for food in the pond. The wood storks are finished for the year, and there were only a couple of dozen adults and juveniles left. I think they will be leaving shortly. Some of the juveniles and adults would fly over to their old nest and just stand in it. There were no young babies or eggs, so I'm not sure what they were doing. Reminiscing, I guess. I did see one thing that upset me, but it is all part of being a wildlife photographer. If you chase birds and other wildlife around the country trying to capture their life in photos and video, you will from time to time see things you don't want to see. Today there was a dead wood stork on the bank of the pond. I'm not sure if it was hit by a car or whether it died of natural causes. Either way, it was sad to see such a beautiful creature lying motionless on the ground. The most I could do was say a little prayer for him. I hate to end on a sad note, but that is real life. Just like all the other incidents I witnessed at the Rookery, birds and all wildlife have a tough life, and the more we understand them, the more we can do to help make a difference. Some things we can't fix because that is just nature. Destroying their habitat is something we can fix, and we all need to do our part. So please support your local wildlife group to help make it possible. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button in the lower right corner of your screen. I would appreciate that. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, hit the bell button. I'm still working on the new wetlands area video I visited over the 4th of July weekend. It should be out in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching and have a great day.